The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the comp. Katie Taylor, one of the best to ever do it, fighting out of Ireland. Miss GB Natasha Jonas. She fights out of Liverpool, UK, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bray, Ireland. She became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's light.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Good counter punch. She misses with the jab. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Who could forget the first fight between Jonas and Taylor? It was a vicious encounter. Both fighters had their moments, tooth and nail to the bitter end. This should be an action-packed fight.
I watched these two girls fight in the 2012 Olympics. The crowd was ridiculous. The noise was ridiculous. Of all the boxing in the Olympics, this was the best fight. The best atmosphere. This was a fight that everybody wanted to be at.
Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. There's a counter shot. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. And a round that's... Here we go for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Misses with the straight left. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Let's go with that right uppercut. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. There's a counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Natasha Jonas in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
She's got a half a round to get this thing together.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something because otherwise, why should it change?
Just can't find the target. The perfect counter lands. She wasn't ready for that counter. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Let's see what her trainer has to say here. They have got to turn this around after going down twice in that last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Relax. You were thinking, you were smart.
Into the fight. You are much better than this girl. You're much better.
Good work. Don't forget that jab. And don't get carried away.
Get your boxing back together.
Back at it in round 4. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Miss with that jab. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
That's fine. You don't. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You're thinking.
Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter shot lands. Did well to block that right hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Those counter punches have to hurt. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Down goes Natasha Jonas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. What a... On to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Holding nothing. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took her out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Hold it right there. Oh, and that shot hurt Natasha Jonas. It looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Here comes round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible. because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Oh, and Jonas dazed with that shot. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Those counter punches have to hurt. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Nice counter shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
She got clipped by that counter. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy. Round 8, and we're off again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. Those counter punches have to hurt. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
She wasn't ready for that counter. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Katie Taylor took a big shot and has to go down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. So it's and we enter the ninth. Well, the corner will try and shake out the legs, dump some cold water on her, give her the motivational speech, but it's up to her, Johnny. She's got to find a way to dig deep and get back into this fight.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Straight right just misses. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. Finally, we've made it to round 10. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
She never saw that punch coming. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick fire, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. You got to... Let's start 11. Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Stamina is off the charts. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Which fighter will say no mas? Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these... And there's the bell to start round 12. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round.
Whoa, Johnny! The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
They blocked the left there. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Incredible work rate. Missing with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a tough way to lose it by split decision.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as that. You know, I might have been a round out or two, but these guys have got it right. Well even fight, even match. I'd have noted that as well.